Starbase Modulus Prime welcomes you, Cipher Knight. Greetings, Gold Knight. 3 of your fellow Cipher Knights left word for you to join them in a test of skill and strategy in the Recreation Hall. What was that? Oh yes. I believe they mentioned a game of Cipher Quick Cards to welcome you into their mighty ranks. We bid you success in your initiation, young knight. Before you start, determine which kind of game will be played. Use math skills and collect the blue-backed number deck cards as pairs only, or up to 3 cards in division problems. The answer must end with one of the 2 red-backed knight deck cards that you were given. You must say the problem and answer correctly to collect points. But first, let's meet the other players. The Blue Knight. The Red Knight. The Green Knight. And you'll be the Gold Knight. Deal each player 2 cards from the red-backed knight's deck. The blue player receives a 0 and a 4 from the knight's deck. The red player receives a 9 and a 1 from the knight's deck. It's the Green Knight's turn. He draws a 5 and a 3 from the knight's deck. It's finally your player's turn, and you receive from the knight's deck a 7 and an 8. Good hand. Each player now has 2 cards from the knight's deck. We'll put away the remaining 2 cards and begin to play our game. The blue player will now start the game. He receives 2 cards from the blue-backed numbers deck, a green 1 and a blue 5. 5 minus 1 equals 4. Because he solved the problem correctly, he gets those points. The Red Knight is next. He draws a 9, but is unable to play it this time around. The Green Knight is next, and he draws a 3. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. The Green Knight gets those points. It's your turn again, Gold Knight. And you get an 8. I'm afraid you have no play this time, though. Too bad. The blue player's next. Let's see how he does. Uh-oh, a 7. He's not going to be able to do anything with that this time. Next up, the red player. He draws a 5. The red player passes. Too bad. He had to play with 8 minus 7. That equals 1. 1 just happens to be one of his Cipher Knight cards. Too bad. Next time, pay attention. Let's see if the green player is a bit more focused. Hey, he drew a wild card. That can be made into any number between 0 and 12. This is where strategy comes in. A wild 11 minus 8 equals 3. This just leaves 7 and 5. 7 times 5 is 35. Good work, green player. It's the gold player's turn again. And since he's only drawing one card, he won't be able to have a play this time. That's the way it goes. It's the blue player's turn once more. Maybe he'll get something useful. Then again, maybe not. Let's see what the red player can do. He gets a 3. The red player strategizes and decides to use division. In doing so, he can combine the 6 and the 3 to form 63. 63 divided by 7 equals 9. This concludes our demo. We hope that you enjoyed it and that you will take up the challenge of Cipher Quick in your home and in your school.